It's one thing to get jacked in 6 months, right? So getting jacked, I feel like it's it's something that's so simple, right? It's hard, but it's simple at the same time. Like if you want to get in great shape, it really comes down to one thing and one thing only, and it's something that not everybody is willing to do. You have to be willing to do it. You have to do what everyone else is not going to do. You have to deviate from the pack, right? Like getting jacked, getting in great shape. It's like if you look around in your current like environment, a lot of people are not in shape. A lot of people are like kind of weak these days, especially with um the agendas that are being pushed nowadays and stuff. Like people are getting weaker, and like people are just not living up to their full potential these days. They just kind of want to like chill out and go with the flow, right? Like from in my personal experience, like back in the days before I was like in the gym and stuff, like I've always been a sporty athletic person, right? Like I played sports in high school, but I wasn't like as like buff as I am now. Like I was more skinny athletic kind of build. And it wasn't until I started being like really consistent with the gym. It wasn't start that I started doing like at least 5 to 6 times. Actually, at one point in the beginning, the very beginning, I was going like every single day, and then eventually, as life got a little bit busier, I toned it down to about like five. Yeah, I would say 5 times. Five times. Did I say a day? So I used to work out like every day, and I remember back in the days I used to work out twice a day at some point. But as life got busier, I learned a little bit more about how fitness works. I toned it down to about five times a week. 5 times a week, I would say. Like currently, right now, I'm like 5 times a week, 3 to 5 times a week, and I think 3 to 5 is a good range. Is a good range to build a pretty solid physique, right? Like I think there's a misconception. Like there, obviously, for your muscles to recover and stuff, you need rest days. You need time to recover. You know what I mean? Um, I guess there's a lot of different opinions on whether or not you should rest or go every single day. But yeah, 3 to 5 in like intense like workouts, like not like soft shit, like actually intense workouts. You should build a pretty decent physique. But as I was saying, it wasn't until I got consistent is when I actually started seeing like results in the gym, right? And it kind of goes back to like I'm always talking about it in all my videos. You probably got an idea of what that one thing is to get jacked in the next 5 to 6 months before 2025, and that's consistency. I know it sounds cliche. Everybody's telling you consistency, consistency, consistency. But that's because it's so true. Like it doesn't the supplements, the food you gotta eat, the word doesn't it doesn't matter. None of that matters if you don't have consistency, right? The supplements, the food you're eating, the training plan, whatever, it all doesn't matter until you're consistent. If you can't be consistent, then you're not gonna get jacked. Like consistency equals jacked. Like it's the most simplest equation, right? Like this isn't algebra, it's not rocket science. It's just consistency. Like are you willing to show up even when you're tired? Are you willing to show up when it's cold outside? Are you gonna show up when it's raining? Are you gonna show up when it's snowing? Like that's what separates you from like everybody else. Is like, are you willing to do the hard things when you don't feel like it, right? So, like in my personal, like it's crazy because like I hear like people. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were asking me about fitness advice, and they were saying like they're trying to be consistent in the gym. They're trying to work out like you know, at least 5 times a week kind of thing, right? And they were saying, but sometimes they get tired, after work and stuff. But it's like, bro, your summer body doesn't care how tired you are. That dream physique, that body you want, doesn't care how tired you are. How doesn't care how tired you are. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a girl watching, those BBL allegations don't care about how tired you are, right? If you want the results, you know what I mean? You have to be able to surpass your emotions. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with this. It's a lifestyle. You got to go like at least 5 to 3 times a week It's consistency, and it creates a compound effect. And after those 5 to 6 months of consistency, you're gonna change. You're gonna see your body actually change and be different. Like I'm like for me personally, like when I first started my fitness journey, man, it's crazy. Whenever people tell me their objections to why they can't stick to going to the gym or go consistently, I kind of just laugh. I think it's hilarious because it's like I was at a disadvantage from the beginning. Like when I first started my fitness journey, I didn't have a vehicle, right? Sometimes I didn't have a bus pass, and I would walk to the gym, or sometimes I would take the bus to the gym. You know what I mean? Like, and it's snowing and it's raining outside. Like I was literally getting it out the mud. You know what I mean? I like I wouldn't be here today preaching this if I wasn't consistent. Like it all comes down to consistency. Like people say, oh, like you know, because I did it all, bro. Like I didn't have no car, right? Sometimes I wouldn't have a bus pass. I still made it to the gym. I worked long hours too. I worked 8 hour shifts, and right after that 8 hour shift, I'd go hit the gym. Or sometimes before the 8 hour shift, I would hit the gym. Before the 8 hour or after. I also hear the excuse of I'm a university student. It's hard, but I'm a university student too, and I still have time for the gym, and I work a part time job, and sometimes I work 30 hours a week, and I do school. And at a point in time, I was doing all of these without a vehicle to commute to each of these. So I would. This is how my day went. I would literally take the bus to school, take the bus to work, and right after work, it's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I hit the gym after a good full 5 hour, 6 hour shift. Basically, that's an 8 hour day because I was at school from 8 o'clock. I then go to work about after 3, start at 4:30, do a little 5 hour till about 10, 9 o'clock, and then I hit the gym right after. So you have no excuse for why you can't be consistent because I did it all. I got it out of the mud. I was willing to do the work when no one else wanted to. That's why I'm jacked. Not because of the supplements or the training plan or what I'm eating. It's because I was consistent. That's why I got jacked. I was willing to do the work even when it was hard. I worked 8 hours a day. I did school that day too. You know what I mean? I didn't have a vehicle. It's snowing, it's raining, and I still made it to the gym. And that's why I built the physique that I have today, right? And if you need help doing that, I'm the guy for that, right? If you click the link in the description and book a one-on-one consultation call, we'll figure out if it makes sense to work together and let's reach your fitness goals for 2024. Right? I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys get in the best shape of your lives. I want to see you guys feel good about yourselves, right? I want to see you guys stop making excuses and do the things that you wanted to do, right? With that being said, if you like this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Send this to someone who needs to hear it because I know a lot of people need to hear it. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm gonna say it again because you need to hit that like button. And remember, there is nothing enlightening about playing small. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.